The flex hood has the center intake, and I'm going to cut it out. What I've done here, as you can see, it's mocked up by some measurements. Cardboard box. Took some cardboard, one piece. Took a bunch of little pieces. This piece here, this piece here, a little one here. Just duct taped it all together. Very simple. And lined it with tinfoil was what I did. Just used regular heavy duty tinfoil, one piece. I like the one piece thing because it keeps it more solid. But you know, mocked it up, put it up there, made sure it, you know, it fit decent. So this area here is right where the hole is on the front of the hood. Has a little air hole that you can see on the hood, and that's going to come right in here, and then it's going to channel over, and my air filter is right here on the car. So I'm gonna, when I get done, I'll have to cut a hole out all right here so the air comes out right down on the filter. So here's what we got so far. Yeah, it looks bad for right now, but that's for a reason. The main mold is done, so it's got the sides that are solid. They're not as strong right now, but there's a reason for that. This is one piece that I just laid in here. I know everybody does multiple, but it doesn't have to be really strong. And I left the edge, it's going to sit flat, and this is what I'm going to use here, this edge, to attach it to the hood. I'm going to fiberglass it to the hood. I have to trim some of this off front and back because they're long, but that's how it's going to work. I can only hope. So hopefully, if anything, I may have to trim, lower it, or fitment or whatever, and then can always add, you know, pieces on here to the hood. So, but that's the shape. See if it fits right in the mold. It came out real easy because it had the tinfoil in it, obviously. So still fits in the mold nice and snug. See the corners here, you know, that's where I stopped. I just went up to the edges, stopped right there, so I gave him my lip. And then it's a little bit smoother transition, rather than, even though that block was there, I just allowed this air to stay behind here, so it naturally has a nice smooth transition, which is good for the airflow. So then all I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut this out when I see it over the filter as much as I can. So I'll continue on and show you the next step. Is going to be pulling the hood off again, and then placement on this, and I also have to fiberglass the supports on the hood that are loose. I'll show you those. They're not even attached. I don't know if that's if they did it on purpose. I don't see why they would have not had those connected, but on my hood they weren't, so I'm gonna fiberglass those as well when I'm doing this. So you'll all see it come together very shortly. It's the fiberglass I use, this regular Bondo resin. I was doing 3 ounces of this with 30 drips of the hardener at a time. That's pretty much what the back of this thing says, is for every ounce is 10 drops, so obviously 3 ounces is 30 drops, and no sanding needed. It's nice and smooth. So what's nice is this is the smoothest side because it's on the inside, which is most important because airflow. On this back side, it's a little rough. That's where the tin foil was. Now I can sand this down and smoothen this out too, Bondo it, do all that. I may or may not do that. I'm not sure yet, so I want to do that. That pretty much if you're really trying to make it show quality and all that. I just want mine to look decent. I will be painting it black to match under the hood, but I'm not sure if I'll go through the trouble of sanding or filling or doing anything like that with this piece. I'm not really looking for car show quality, functionality, and longevity. So We'll be updating here once I get it put over.
Alright, here's a breakdown of what I'm doing here. I don't know, it looks like crap, but I will have a piece that goes in here and covers all this. This was the supports. These weren't even attached, or they were loose. All this inner support wasn't attached. It was all just kind of loose. So what I did was I took the hot glue gun, you know, heated up, pressed it until it stuck. Same on each piece to get it down. And then I came back with some fiberglass. Just going to do one coat. It's real light stuff, so it shouldn't need a whole lot. Just wanted to get that all done for the supports before this. And then I'm going to cut this out as much as possible for the... Bring this over here. Here's the intake. I'm not going to use this right now. Put this back. But it's a mold of this right here. So you can see the tape. The filter is right here. So kind of put a tape as a guideline. Is right about here is the air cleaner. So the way I got this, see there's different sizes. It's just gonna sit just like that. Like that. And it's gonna be open. Probably a little bit further over right there. So I'll have to trim the corner. Cut this out here. So the air is going to come through here and dump right on the air cleaner, which all this will be cut out. This is where the air is just going to go. So that's kind of what's going on. You can see it on this side. It will be flush like that. And I'll fill in the gaps here. But that's the way it'll be. It'll be connected there. And so we're just moving the air, making it functional from that to over there. So next step, once this dries, I'm going to cut this piece out here, this hole as big as I can for this. That's the air coming through that scoop right there. It's kind of hard to see, but coming through there, shoots through there. You can kind of see it right there. So yipper, I'm gonna get to working on that, and that'll be the next step. So when I come back, I'll have this cut out, and I'll have this fiberglass piece cut out, and I'll be working on that fitment. And like I said on this piece here, the wrist piece, I have this lip right here, because this is all going to lay down and fill up any gaps that I have right there. It's going to be all good to go. So this is what's going to lay down and attach this piece. So I may have to add a couple little pieces here and there, but for the most part, good to go. All right, making some progress. There's the hole cut, the intake right there, and here's the hole there with a filter right above it, which is marked right there on that tape. It's actually, it's kind of like right in there, so definitely push some air to it. Now we're about to just get this cleaned up and then start fiberglassing in place. Also sealed the whole thing. This was removable. This plate here, you can see the screws. One there, one there, one there. So I made it more permanent. As far as I got. So alright, got fiberglass gone. See that all the way down. Nice and clean. Just let it dry up. And put a little bit more here and there as I go. That's about it. We'll get a picture. I'll come back when it's back on the car. Alright, it's all finished. Got it all painted. Had it mounted up. Here it is there. That hole drops directly on that filter. It gets its air straight from there. Goes through, comes this way, straight down right in there. Now I also added another intake right there. See that? That goes down. Okay, right over here. Goes down right there. Connects. Goes right to the ducking. Right there. So it gets a blast of air from that one. And then a blast of air from that one. There it is there. Just all painted. Like I said, I'm gonna eventually get a cover. I'll have something I'll just make for that. It's all sealed up good. Get in there. Squeaky clean. So that's the 300 air intake modification all complete. What I might do in the future is flange this to where it cups around this filter so it's directly in it, or I'll make some kind of heat shield. So I got this air here. This one, what I might do, this one is duck it straight into here. Filter right there. We'll see. It works real good. Already test drove it. Appreciate y'all stopping by. Gone.